Am I supposed to go?
You can go.
Evening, folks. Welcome back to Puzzles with Dub Dub. No, that's not what we're doing. It's the Lord's Day here, and we're coming out of a big freeze. Thought I was going to have school tomorrow, and joke's on me. And we have NTI tomorrow. NTI means non-traditional instruction, which basically means that we have online school and not real school. Why does that matter? It really doesn't. I just thought I'd tell you how my week's looking tomorrow. I really was hoping and jonesing to get back to school, but that's not the case.
What are you doing with those puzzle pieces?
I'm trying to look at them closely. I can't wear my glasses on here because there's a glare. And so I'm trying to put the edges of this puzzle together while I wait on a fantastic feast made by Jenna for dinner. But if I wear these glasses, then you can't see the whites of my eyes. That sounds just as creepy as, have you all seen this TikTok that's going around that says, the movie that was #1 on your 10th birthday, so the movie that was #1 at the box office on your 10th birthday is going to be how your 2025 goes. And so, not knowing what the movie was in 1991, for me, I looked it up, and it was Silence of the Lambs. So, anyway, but we've decided to do a little YouTube here to test it out. It's been a while since we've been here, and we may have to be here full time starting next week. We don't know, but I know a lot of you all have decided to follow my YouTube, and so we're gonna do a little Q&A. It's been a long snow week. We don't know what day it is. We're gonna do another 1,000-piece puzzle. We did a 1,000-piece puzzle last night in 4 hours. And we're gonna do another one. And we have lots of puzzles, folks, and we've nearly blown through all of them. Okay, Q&A. All right, well, my teaching career, I always knew that I wanted to be a teacher since I was little. I can specifically remember 4th grade, and I was always in love with geography. My mom, back in the 80s, my mother would gift us the National Geographic, and I would pull out all the map inserts, and those map inserts would wallpaper my room. And so I was looking at far-flung places when I was little. It was my only way to have any idea what the world was. And so that never changed. I swear this piece goes there.
Oh my God.
We have some cats here. Okay, well, anyway, so then I decided I wanted to be a high school teacher. I knew I wanted to be a social studies teacher, and that's what I did. I graduated from the University of Kentucky, my bachelor's and my master's, and I started teaching at the school in which I student taught at. I've been teaching for 20 years, and for the last, my gosh, 13, 14 years, I've been also teaching a graduate course there for master's students who are going to become high school social studies teachers, and I teach them how to teach geography appropriately. And what that means is not just to spout off places. Like, oh, there's a country over here called that. That's not teaching geography. Like, you've got to really teach about what's going on in the world. The why of where. Did I study anything else at UK? I didn't study anything else, but I will tell you that in obtaining a degree in geography, I had to learn how to make maps. Now, I can barely draw a stick person, and was terrified, absolutely terrified, to take cartography, and I had to take it as part of my degree. And so I took this course, and oddly enough, I had a brilliant instructor, and believe it or not, ended up becoming really good at cartography, and now,
I'm sorry.
woo! Don't worry, that was not a
We lost
cow
it. We
coming.
lost
That
the
was
treat
not
under
a
the fridge.
that was not a hooved animal in the kitchen,
It's right.
even though it sounded like it.
We lost the treat under the fridge. We're okay.
Well, that's going to create a level of chaos.
I got it.
Okay. So, what was I going to say? Oh, cartography. And so I got good at the cartography, believe it or not. And after taking the initial courses that were required of me, I was asked by the university to continue my practice, which made me incredibly happy because now I'm a published cartographer. So my maps are in about 5 or 6 books, I believe. One's on the Civil War. There's a couple on Japan. One about the tsunami of Japan. One about a battleship in Japan during World War II. Several. But that's a fun fact. A fun fact. I can make maps. I also worked for the State Department and made maps before I was a teacher. That, I'm going to tell you, wasn't the most fun.
What about some of your hobbies?
My hobbies. Hobbies. Okay, hobbies during winter break included the following. Reading. Doing a lot of puzzles.
What you reading?
Watching. I'm currently watching Lost. I never started Lost when Lost came out. And so Jenna, who had seen Lost, was like, hey, I think this is something that you might be interested in. And I am. And so we are watching Lost. Traitors just started back on CBS, Paramount. What's Traitors on? Nope, that's a lie. Peacock. And so we're watching Traitors. I love Traitors. And in the summertime, well, spring, let's start there. In the spring, spring is part of my favorite because that is when all of our flowers begin to break and come up. And so if I could quit my job and still support us in proper ways, I would do so by doing landscaping. That's what I would love to do. But that is not, this body is not cut out for that. I get tired real easy, especially with my lupus. And so I just can't handle it like I want to be able to handle it. So gardening is something that we love to do. I'm really into the Pokemon Go. If I was better, I really enjoy disc golfing. We love a good escape room. When we have the money, we will go there for Valentine's Day.
When we have the money.
Well, you can't do well, what I'm saying is you can't do an escape room every day. They're $50 when we go.
Because it's so bored.
Well, if we did escape rooms like we've been doing these puzzles, we would be baroque.
We've never needed to save for an escape room.
That is because we know we can't. In the summer, I go to AP reading where I grade AP exams for College Board. I get to see a lot of my friends there. In the summers, we like to go see ball games. Specifically, the Cincinnati Reds play. If we were better about it, we would get our kayaks out and go kayaking. But if it's really, really hot,
Kayaks, we maybe could afford to go to an escape room.
if we didn't have our kayaks, we might be able to go to an escape room more. That's correct. What else do we do in the summer that's fun?
We go to Reds games sometimes.
I said Reds games.
We're trying to be Bengals season ticket holders.
We are trying to be Bengals season ticket holders. I don't know what we've got to do. Cincinnati.
3
Paycor,
years
I don't know. We've been on the list for 3 years. We feel like we're getting snubbed.
I feel like this is our year.
I want it to be our year. I don't know what we have to do, but I wish if someone would just tell me what we've got to do. I assure you, you won't be disappointed in our attendance. But
we go to Bengals games regardless.
we do. We go to Bengals games regardless.
We take walks. So we walk a lot in the summer.
We walk a lot. Yep.
And judge the neighbors.
And how so?
Well, we just like to make commentary on the neighborhood.
Yeah, we specifically like to discuss things that people put on their porches.
Yeah.
Is it too much? Is it not enough? I'm baffled. Can I tell you what bothers me? Bothers me and that I don't understand. I have always had a storm door. I've always had a storm door. I want everyone to hear me out here.
I've lost my seat.
I've always had a storm door, and it's about 50-50 in our subdivision if you have a storm door or not. And those are just things that I don't understand. To me, it's like wearing underwear with pants. Like if your front door, right, is your pants, when you wear underwear to protect it. That's what it is to me. I feel like a storm door is like a pair of underwear. Insulated underwear. It's getting more awkward now.
I have no idea
Everybody,
what you're talking
people
about.
will understand. Either you'll understand or you won't. I'm grateful for our front door, and by that I mean our storm door, because we also have a front door, but our storm door, because when we open our front door, the cats can interact with our feral cat, who right now is on the front porch. I need a hero.
Do you want to show them your Lego tiger? Our question.
It was a cold Monday in March of 1981.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I am a married lady to my wife. I do not have any children. However, the trade-off is that I have 200 at the school. We have a clouder of cats. How many, you ask? However many you see when you come here is how many we have.
And don't go counting.
Don't go counting. It's not healthy to count unless you're taking attendance here, which we do sometimes.
We have to before we leave.
Our best dog Ace passed this summer from cancer, and that sucked real bad. And then we've got Lola hanging around, and then we also have right now my mother-in-law's dog Foster, and that is because my mother-in-law right now is we found out this past fall after we got back from our wedding that she is down with late-stage ovarian cancer. And so that has been a big hit, and so we have got Foster right now, and hopefully Jenna's mom will recuperate soon after her surgery.
She's halfway through chemo.
She's halfway through chemo, but hopefully Foster can go home and give her some loving.
She misses him.
She misses him and loves him, but he is a really, really good boy. But also,
not a good boy.
he's really a good boy, but he does know that Jenna's in the kitchen prepping food, and he's highly interested. Okay, rapid fire questions.
Are you ready?
I don't know if I'm ready or not.
You ready? What's your favorite food?
A potato, in any way. A potato. If that was the last food left of this earth. What was that movie where he had to grow all the potatoes? I'd have been happy on Mars. Was it Mars?
Oh, The Martian?
The
Was
Martian.
He growing potatoes?
Yes, it was potatoes. He grew, and I thought, well, I could do this.
You're like a little hobbit.
Yeah, I could do this.
What's your favorite thing that I cook eat?
Probably butter chicken.
Listen, it's white people butter chicken. It's not authentic.
I clearly just showed my privilege.
No.
What is it?
I'm just saying.
Not butter
It
chicken.
probably wouldn't be your favorite if we
Would
went
you-
to India.
It probably would be.
Mine would be you would prefer it better than authentic, real.
I just think that if you were making it that good, if it were authentic, it might just blow my head off.
That was nice. Okay. Are you kidding me?
No.
You did it.
I love her non-authentic butter chicken.
What is your favorite place that you've traveled?
Oof. Oh, I don't know the answer to this.
What are some of your favorite places that you've traveled?
Well, Amsterdam is probably going to be on the top there.
Even though that trip was hellish, but
that was
so
a
good.
trip that if we wrote a book about it, it would be, how do you do a comedy /
Horror?
horror? It wasn't horror. It wasn't horror. It was just
fantastic. It was just
anything very
that could go
stressful.
wrong went wrong.
We lost our luggage.
Why not?
Well, actually, we didn't lose it. The luggage just decided never to go with us. New York City wanted to keep our luggage.
And then what happened?
And then I had a pretty funny bike wreck in the place where people all ride bikes. So here, when you say having a bicycle wreck, that's kind of no big deal but to have a bicycle wreck on a road of nothing but bicycles where people are all, as far as I'm concerned, professional cyclists, that in turn was not fun. And then I ended up destroying the only clothing that we had on my body because we had no luggage. And so this was day one. You know what? And that was really one of my best days because I loved that trip.
Yeah.
Remember all the animals we found
On our bike ride?
on that little petting zoo thing to the windmills?
Well, and then
I really feel like
we
it.
had to get COVID tests to go home.
Oh my God! That was terrible. We got on the wrong bus, or
No,
we were on
no.
we were on the right bus, wrong
No,
stop.
Before that, the only reason we scheduled COVID tests right by our Airbnb, and then we get there and it was completely closed, and we couldn't.
Yeah, it was literally boarded up. It was like, we don't know what you're talking about. That you could never get COVID testing here. And we had appointments scheduled and had to have them in order to get back to the States.
So we had to take a bus 20 minutes away, and we got up on the wrong stop, and we walked in the snow. By the way, it wasn't supposed to be snowing.
Yeah, it was very rare for them to receive 2 inches of snow while we were there. Were we prepared for that? Also, no. And then we barely made the plane ride back.
And do you remember that on the bus trip back from Kuchenhof, all the trains were canceled due to some kind of whatever.
Oh God,
that's right. Another bus,
and then they nearly kicked us off.
They
nearly kicked us off the train coming back from Belgium.
Was not happy with
He was
us.
not. Oh, I think we were also riding in first class.
Yeah,
Didn't see that sign. Listen, it was our first time.
Really
Here's
good
what
at
we're
that.
trying to tell you. If we go back to Amsterdam, professionals.
What's your favorite board game?
Oh, Catan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Carcassonne too.
Yeah, but Catan, hands down.
So fun.
I like Play 9 as well.
Okay.
That was pretty rapid.
And
Don't we feel like?
that was very rapid. What kind of music do you listen to?
Okay, well, the music that I listen to is the same music that I listened to in the year 2000. That has not changed. And I'm going to be honest with you. We also watch a lot of Pop Culture Jeopardy. And the reason we watch Pop Culture Jeopardy is because it helps me learn. Because I am not privy to what the youngins are doing now. And by the youngins, I mean really anybody younger than me.
You're not good with the pop culture.
I'm not great with the pop culture. Like the artists, the new artists, song names, I'm not. But listen, if you want to talk to me about Dave Matthews or Fleetwood Mac or anybody remotely 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, early, that's the type of music that I like. I'm not really into the country.
No.
I do like some hip hop. Hip hop.
But not,
Hooray!
Not new hip hop.
Not new hip hop.
You like
I couldn't tell
You like
you
some
if
Juvenile.
they were juvenile.
just back that as
I was gonna say LL Cool J, some Belle Biv DeVoe.
Very cool. Very.
Ooh, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Big fan.
Wouldn't that be classified as R&B?
Probably.
What's your coffee order?
Just a venti coffee. That's it.
That's a 20-ounce coffee.
Oh,
You mean just a black Americano?
just to give me a coffee.
You don't even go to Starbucks.
I don't go to Starbucks, and here's why. I don't go to Starbucks because, number one, I drink too much coffee, and so they're not going to help me out. Also, I think there should be, I'm really, really passionate about this. I think that there should be 2 lines at the Starbucks. There should be a fast track line at the Starbucks, like freaky fast, like the Jimmy John's, for people who just want to get a damn coffee. I don't want you putting anything in it. I want to give me the biggest Pike Place you can give me, or a big breakfast blend. It makes like any of that would be okay, but I don't want.
Theory before.
My theory? Well, I guess I've never verbalized it out loud, but I don't want a macchiato, frappa, whippa, espresso, chocolata, vanilla, ice. I don't want iced coffee. It's actually, I find iced coffee offensive.
Oh my god.
I do.
Do you have any strange talents?
If talents are things that most people can't do, those 2 things would be juggle. I can juggle. And I can complete a Rubik's Cube. Probably under 5 minutes. Do we think it's under 5 minutes?
We can do it under 5.
Yeah. That is one thing that Jenna and I were dating during COVID. And one thing that we did is we learned, we bought a 3x3, 4x4, 5x5, 6x6.
Which we only really learned with 3x3. And the triangle-y one.
Yeah. And we learned how to do the Rubik's Cube. She can do more of them than me, but
I don't think that's true. You did the 4x4 and the 5x5.
yeah, but I would have to go back and
I just did the
review.
3x3 and the triangle and the 2x2.
But I would say those are my 2 talents. I don't think that there's anything else. I was a server. I can carry a lot of glasses in one hand.
Okay, last question. Your followers are dying to know how you get your hair to look like that and what products you use. It is the number 1 question people ask.
Okay. So, geez.
And make it snappy because I gotta put steaks in the stove.
Here's what you need to know. The one thing that I learned many years ago during COVID is that you don't have to wash your hair every day. So number 1,
you literally washed it every day.
I used to wash my hair every day. I've got very thick hair, but I had my hair out long during COVID. This top, I had clippers to cut all of this, and then when my hair grew out into this ponytail and my stylist cut it, it kind of got a little curly. And so with that curl, we just went with it. And I use a tiny curling iron now to help it out. But I just use some texture spray. I'll have to show you later. Texture spray and just a little hairspray. But
and then
when
it stays like that for days.
I mean, Jenna can attest to you. I genuinely wake up like this. Yes?
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's nothing I could put on a
It
toboggan.
used to be stick straight though.
Yes, it used to be stick straight, and then after COVID, and when she cut I don't know what's going on. It must be, my hormones. It must be my hormones. Does lupus change your hair? I don't know what it is. My closing statement is that I'm worried we're not going to go to school this week. And that's not a good week to go out on, if you know what I mean, before January 19th. Please subscribe to my YouTube. I'm going to put out more. Also, follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky. And if you don't follow me on TikTok, go follow me on TikTok.
For the next,
For the next however long. We don't know. however long. And treats on me.
Go, Foster.
Here, Lola. Lola.
Go,
Come
you're
on.
missing your treat.
Come on.
Foster.
Foster. Come here. Foster. Come here. No. Lola. And that's how Lola hurt her back last time. Here. Okay. All right. Bye, y'all.
Just let me in the fucking app.
I hope they do.
And don't worry, it's been recording this whole time. So I can put my great. Exactly what I thought. So everyone can hear my meltdown.
Yep. I think it's appropriate. I might get more followers.
I'm so fucking pissed. Okay.